Hey guys, Digitech Lifestyle here, back with another video. Right, this is not a very good one today, I'm afraid. US is likely to shut down between now and the 30th of this month. I actually went online and did some digging around. Millions of federal employees and active military service members will stop receiving paychecks, but many will be forced to report to work anyway. Some national parks may close, museums could shutter, and airports nationwide would see disruptions and delays. So I went to the government website to find out, what they're talking about here. Guess what? Page disappeared. Wonder why? One has to wonder why. There are many saying that the US and many economies around the world are in a wartime economy. I think somehow we are, given the news that they're preparing for, war and all that kind of stuff, and but many military people will have to still report to work. That tells me that this is not looking good for the world at this time. The US is still trying to hang on to its hegemony around the world, and it's doing so in an angry way. This is not good. Now I want you guys to listen to, I played this video the other day, but I played you a longer version of it. But I want you guys to listen to what this guy has to say regarding what's likely to happen. And this is serious, really and truly, because of the BRICS nations and what they're doing in terms of decoupling from the system, and the war that's going on in our part of the world, Europe, and the de-dollarization that's really taking place on a big scale, and the fact that Saudi Arabia might not like the idea of still doing business with the dollar because the dollar's crashing, the economy's crashing. They're shutting down the economy in the United States. So this has a massive impact going forward. Listen to what this guy has to say again.
Solution. I believe the United States is going to go dragging, kicking, screaming, and killing. And they're not going to want the BRICS gold token, but they're going to accept the XRP. And they're going to tell the U.S. citizens that it's not gold backed, and they will lie. That's how XRP is going to be used. Mm-hmm. European nations will use it as a compromise. The United States might use it as a compromise. And wherever it gets used, you guys, it's not going to go away. It's going to grow and not go backwards. That's how it goes to $100, $200.
The price of XRP is not the point here. The fact is, XRP is the solution to all these problems. The token was actually created to prevent the next World War III. Well, Brad Garlinghouse actually said that, this is to hopefully prevent the next World War III. But we're on the precipice of it now, quite simply because of what I see with the global situation. The oil prices are going up. People are indebted. You have the USA practically going to shut their government down. Why? And there's a solution to all of this, and it could be that XRP bridges that gap and stops all this rubbish and everything else. But the Biden administration at the moment doesn't like cryptocurrencies. There's a war going on with that as well. Like I said, this is a bit of a weird one, but I'm trying to not bring the use case for XRP at all. This is not about me bringing anything to do with cryptocurrencies whatsoever. This is about the solution to the problems that the world has. Yeah, the world has a problem, and the solutions is using the solution can be to use digital currencies to have a much better transactional flow of money going across the world in a much faster, superior way than what we have right now. The reason why we have wars in the first place is because of frictions, because of oil being here and being charged, costing X, Y, Z. But you're having all this hegemonic issues with the USA and all the commodities problems with Africa, having some of the, how can I explain it? Africa has stuff the West needs. The USA has nothing really in terms of what they produce. They don't really produce much. Africa, China, Russia, and all these other places produce stuff the West needs. Yeah, the dollar is dying. The dollar is printed consistently. That's what I'm trying to say. How can we live on a system that is built on fraud? This system is dying. Hence, we need a digital asset, if you will, or a system to bridge that gap to make things better going forward in this world. Here you're going to hear from a couple of members of Congress about the shutdown and what the implications are.
To listen to a couple different members of Congress, one from each party, who do agree there's pain at the end of this road they're endeavoring down.
Government shutdowns actually cost the taxpayer more money. They cost all the contractors that are out there work for the federal government. They lose money. People that work directly for the federal government don't get paid during that time period. And people that are living to paycheck, it's incredibly difficult for them to be able to just maintain.
What happens if this goes on for days or weeks? The promise for federal employees, someday they'll get paid, but someday doesn't pay the bills today.
And so that really is the fundamental issue, John. There are members of Congress who recognize the peril this places the economy in. But there are some who say it's a pain worth it to cut spending. And that's the bottom line here. If only a few Republicans believe that, they can hold the veto power, withholding their votes to keep the House from passing a party line vote.
Well, and there's even appears to be a split within the hardliners that gets deep into the weeds. But I guess the basic question is, what's the state of negotiations within all of these factions of Republicans who are negotiating with themselves?
That's what's so complicated. This is just a different arithmetic we're looking at here, a different political complexion to this problem. There are divisive issues inside the Republican conference and seem to transcend policy or budget law.
But the problem here is as well, they're still going to fund the war. They're still going to fund the war in Ukraine. Oops, this is where I'm coming to with that. That's what I was looking for. Sorry about that little bit of a mix up there, but look, they're still looking to fund the war over a possible shutdown. Come on, who is more important? Who really? Come on, guys, wake up. Anyway, I'm done enough now. I'm kind of like perplexed. I'm shocked this morning after doing this. Seriously, I'm really shocked at how things work and how this whole system is so corrupt, and we need a new system to change everything, but we need it now. We don't need it in 10 years, but we're not going to get that now. What we're getting is the pain. Anyway, do check lifestyle out. Take care of yourself and don't get scammed. Alright? Look out for them. Take care of yourself. Bye.